Hey guys, what is up? This is Mr. A. Crizzy here. And in this review is on the fourth installment, Scary Movie 4. Scary Movie 4 is the fourth installment of in the Scary Movie series, released in April of 2006, and once again stars Anna Faris as Cindy Campbell. So, anyway, dimwitted Cindy Campbell and her sex-crazed friend Brenda, played by Regina Hall, they team up with cute but clueless Tom Ryan to save the world from a hostile alien invasion, with hints of War of the Worlds, Saw 2, and of course $1 Million Arm, The Village, etc. So celebrity cameos include Carmen Electra, Shaquille O'Neal, Dr. Phil, McGraw and Bill Pullman, Molly Shannon, and Michael Madsen. Yeah, and of course, like in every scary movie film, a bunch of crazy shenanigans happen here and there. Yeah. So, in my opinion, I kind of did not really like Scary Movie. I kind of did not really like Scary Movie 4 that much, because it did have a lot of flaws. Because the humor is kind of like mediocre, in my opinion. The humor was kind of not as the humor in this film was not as good as the previous Scary Movie films, like Scary Movie 1 and 2, and the story itself is kind of weak. Like, the story itself is kind of weak, and it kind of feels like something we've already seen before in the past Scary Movie films, and it's like. And in this film, it's basically, and it's like the opening to Scary Movie 4 is actually where they poke fun of one of the Saw films, like Saw 2. Because I've actually only seen the first. I've actually recently watched the first Saw movie from 2004, and of course way before that, I watched the Chris Rock Saw film Spiral. And yeah, and then of course, like in most scenes in Scary Movie 4, we get some celebrity cameos, and like how the opening to Scary Movie 4 basically pokes fun of Saw, and of course there's also a cameo with Dr. Phil, and there's also like Shaquille O'Neal and Molly Shannon. And when it comes to the performances here, the performances I thought were pretty weak in this film. Like, I mean, Cindy Campbell, played by Anna Faris, like Anna Faris's performance as Cindy Campbell in this film, it started to get weaker as, like, Cindy Campbell was fine in the third Scary Movie film, but here it's just her character personality just went like way too silly. Yeah, because this movie sort of didn't really work for me that much. Because this is officially where the Scary Movie franchise started to go downhill, and of course, I did not really like this film that much. I kind of wasn't really a big fan of this film. Because, like I said, I preferred the first two Scary Movies. And it's like... And the movie itself was just mediocre, and the humor was weak, and the performances were kind of average, and it's like... And it's basically how the movie basically pokes fun of, like, it's basically played out as a parody film that we've seen countless times. And I remember my boss at work at our local high school said, like, he watched the first Scary Movie, and then he felt like the Scary Movie films got so repetitive, and it's like, and they're basically parodying the same. It feels like they're parodying the same horror film over and over again. And yeah, my boss Pat at our local high school cafeteria mentioned that to me. But yeah, so overall, Scary Movie 4 didn't really work for me that much, and it was just a mediocre installment in the Scary Movie series. And in my opinion, I'm gonna give Scary Movie 4 2.5 out of 5 stars. I mean, the performances were fine enough, but they were kind of weak and fine enough at the same time. But yeah, but of course, the 2.5 out of 5 for like, basically like some actors that I like in this film. But overall, Scary Movie 4 was just a mediocre sequel to Scary Movie 3, and of course it didn't really work for me that much. So I wasn't a fan of this. I didn't like it at all. But of course, if you enjoy Scary Movie 4 and 5, then that's perfectly fine. And there you have it, guys. That's going to be it for my movie review on Scary Movie 4. And that's going to be it for this video, so make sure to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you haven't yet. And as always, thanks for watching, and until next time, this is Mr. A. Crizzy saying, goodbye everybody, and that's about it.